Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle, and today we have the Thursday New York Times puzzle for March 12th, 2026. The constructor is Joe Marquez and the editor is Will Shorts, and let's see what we've got. Thursday puzzles typically involve a theme, which will have some kind of shenanigans, but there's no title to the puzzle, so we have to figure out the theme on our own with no hints. One across, game point with a question mark. Don't know. One down is saunter. Strolled is too long. Two down, like black opals vis-a-vis diamonds. Are they rarer? Just thinking of a word that fits there. Three down, move to pass, perhaps. Turn on your blinker. Nope. Four down, touched down. A lit is often used in crosswords for touched down. Five down, symbolize. Not sure. Six down, folklore or evermore. For Taylor Swift. A Taylor Swift clue that has a three-letter answer is probably era. I'm going to guess that's right, even though I don't know any Taylor Swift songs. Game point. Nope, 14 across. Das Lied von der Erde. That is Gustav Mahler. That's one I happen to know. I'm a big fan of Mahler's Second Symphony. I think I've listened to Das Lied von der Erde once. But I like his Second Symphony. I've listened to that a lot. 17 across, celebrity super couple of the 2000s. So this is probably one of those combined names like Brangelina. The 2000s, don't know. 20 across, slowly in scores. I think this is music scores. Lento would be slow in Italian. And that's how it would appear on a score. 22 across, 100 nanojoules. Okay, this is another common crossword answer. Usually clued a different way, like a bit of work or something like that. But I think an erg is something from physics for a unit of effort. And I guess it is divided into nanojoules. Did not know that. So saunter is to amble. Yeah, that fits. And three down, move to pass. To change lanes. Yeah, you change lanes first and then you pass the car. Okay, then one across looks like arcade. A point where you might play games is an arcade. Yeah, I think that deserves the question mark there. I don't know that one. The celebrity super couple, I don't know. Symbolize, denote. Brain, who is that? Or is it Brangelina and we're doing some kind of rebus? Here's, if it dipped down, if it went B-R-A-N-G-L and then popped back up and finished with I-N-A, that gives us Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Brangelina. Let's see if we've got any other examples to figure out what's going on. 7 across, settings for Nurse Jackie and The Pit, in brief. Both TV shows set in emergency rooms or ERs. 15 across, campers fold out. Could be a cot for sleeping. 18 across, incredibly committed. Not sure. 21 across, second most populous city in the U.S. I would have guessed Los Angeles, but I guess that's not right. 7 down, guitar pedal effect is an echo. 8 down, comedic takedown is a roast where comics get together and take each other down, metaphorically. 9 down, mad scientist in a 1964 Kubrick title. That's probably Dr. Strangelove is the Kubrick film that would fit here. And I guess Strangelove was a mad scientist. Do we have to put in Dr. Strangelove? Or no, I missed the N, aren't I? N-G-E-L-O-V-E. Strangelove. So then 21 across, second most popular. Okay, so this is Los Angeles. It is Los Angeles. So Brangelina had something going on with angels. Los Angeles looked like it's going to have something going on with angels. A-N-G-L-E-S. So the angel is falling, like a fallen angel. Is that what we have going on here? Okay, so this is Los Angeles for 21 across. 17 across is Brangelina, but the angel is kind of dangling from the A. Incredibly committed. Hardcore. That's hardcore, dude. Yeah. 10 across, Mideast Gulf of Oman, possibly, or Gulf of Aden. 10 down, natural fluid containers. I think are sacks, like an ink sac on a squid. So let's, Gulf of Suez would be another Mideast Gulf. What a drone might be mistaken for 11 down, is UFO. 12 down, carry the ball in volleyball. Is that an error? Probably you're not allowed to carry the ball. Actress Kravitz is Zoe, I believe. So natural hairstyle for 16 across. That's an afro. We've got Los Angeles here. 23 across is citrus portmanteau. Okay, I think this is another angel clue because tangelo is a tangerine crossed with a pomelo or a grapefruit. So this will be an O. An angel will go down vertically from this A. 25 across, sticks around for a demo. Sticks that you might use for a demolition are TNT. So another question mark clue there. 26 across, doraphobes, fear. What does Dora mean? I don't know. So phobe is, acrophobe is, acro means height and phobia is fear. So acrophobia is fear of heights. So doraphobe is afraid of Doras. I don't think this is Dora the Explorer. I don't know what that might mean in Greek. It's 19 across, or 29 across, sorry. Bookings for a DJ. I'm going to say events for that. Let's stick over here on this side. 34 across, star of a 3-time World Cup champion team. So 4-letter soccer player, and we've got L in there already. I'm going to guess that's Pele. 38 across, sultanate that once controlled Zanzibar. That might be Oman. Zanzibar is on the east coast of Africa there, just south of Oman. Hawks. I think that's a verb. To hawk something is to sell it or to vend it. He hawks, he vends. 34 down, group surrounding a star. A star might have a posse or an entourage. Item in a drafts folder could be email. So 42 across, slip on or slide. Let's try sandal for that. Rest period is a siesta. And 49 across, sports great Ernie, known as the Big Easy. I think he's a golf player, Ernie Els. I'm familiar with that name. 43 down, make right. Could be to atone for your sins. Activist scholar, known for her work in the prison abolition movement. Angela, who? Don't know. 50 across, funny. This is funny. It's odd. 56 across, some double-headed drums. Do snares have double heads? I'm not sure, but I think that's right. 36 across, classic 60s muscle car. Little GTO, you're really running fine. Got a song in halfway through the puzzle. 39 across, stand for a portrait. A portrait might be set on an easel as a stand. 44 across, hullabaloo. Let's try much ado about nothing there. 47 across, get right down to business. Not sure. Such a shame for 31 down, so sad. 40 down, text tweaks, I think are edits. So let's try dive in for get right down to business. 52 across is half a score. 4 score and 20 years ago, a score is 20, so half of that would be 10, and I think that works. 26 across, dorophobe sphere, still don't know that. 32 across, did very well on the final, say. I'm going to guess this is a multi-word phrase like got an A. Rejoices, elates, maybe? Step in rehab, that's probably detox. Okay, yeah, elates I think is it transitive or intransitive? But you elate someone else, which causes that person to rejoice. So maybe this is exults. I exult, I rejoice. Stanley of Conclave, Stanley Tucci gang. Heavenly Outcast, yeah, Fallen Angel. A hint to something found 3 times in this puzzle. Is it fallen or falling angel? A heavenly outcast would be a fallen angel. I think that fits, yeah. So the word angel appears 3 times as a fallen angel. It is falling from the across clue down into the down clue. 41 across, snippet is a clip. 45 across, collectible frames. I think this is a frame of animation. A cell is an individual frame of animation. Up to is until. And 28 down is barely speaks, rasps, And agoraphobe is afraid of fur. Dora means fur in Greek, I guess. Is that where we get the word adorn from? Kind of like to decorate something with fur? I'm not sure. 53 across, work on a picture, perhaps. Don't know. 58 across, camper's craft. Don't know that. Let's try this corner. 60 across, turpitude. Moral turpitude is bad behavior. So turpitude, I guess, is misbehavior or something like that. 64 across is operating system developed at Bell Labs. I think that might be Unix. 67 across, lush hair's quality. A sheen is too long. 60 down, trivia night locale. You might have trivia at a pub, a local pub or bar. 61 down, shout in a card game. Uno, if you're playing Uno. 62 down, purge is to rid yourself of something. And 56 down, hot. Let's try sexy for that. Then we get body for lush hair's quality. Yeah, please add body to your hair with this shampoo. And turpitude is pure evil, maybe. Angela Davis kind of rings a bell. Is the name of an activist, maybe an actress. Hurricane or mudslide. Both of those are cocktails. So a drink, yeah. 57 down, Disney heroine who builds her own palace. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Elsa, the ice princess, built her own palace. Toeholds are inns, kind of a good grabbing on point into something. And Caribbean music genre is ska. Yeah, that fits. 53 across, work on a picture. No. Camper's Craft, I've looked at that, but I don't know it. 63 across, setting for Quincy M.E. on 1970s, 80s TV. Quincy M.E., that was Jack Klugman, and he was a medical examiner. That's what M.E. stands for. And he'd go around yelling at everybody for the whole episode. It was kind of like a procedural. So the setting is Los Angeles again? I don't know. 66 across, get positioned. Nope. 69 across, abundance. No. 63 down, do some lawn work. Maybe mow the lawn. Cry for more. Encore is a cry for more of a performance. 59 down, Tchaikovsky's letter scene, for example. Is that an aria, maybe? Would a camper craft a canoe? Oh, no. Craft is like a watercraft, a boat that a camper might use as a canoe. Okay, I was thinking of craft as something the camper makes. I guess a camper could make a canoe. So he was a medical examiner. He worked in the morgue. That was one of the sets for the show. Get positioned. No. Well, I think 59 down is going to be aria for Tchaikovsky's letter scene. And that would give us orient for get positioned, which makes sense. Then 54 down, be important is to count. Abundance is wealth for 69 across. Things to bear is teeth, and work on a picture is to act in a film. Okay, so T will go in, and that will finish the puzzle. So under 15 minutes for a Thursday, in line with my usual time, we had to figure out the theme, which, whoops, what did I just do there? Hit the wrong button is what I did. Let's go back down here and view solved puzzle is what I wanted to do. I think the New York Times has changed their software where it will do something weird when you try and watch. If you go out and then come back to admire your puzzle, it does something a little different than what it used to do, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Okay, so Brangelina, when I knew the clue was celebrity pair or something, it's off the screen now, but Brangelina was the first example that came to mind. I didn't think that was the answer, but I knew it was something like Brangelina. And then once we filled in all the crossing letters, then I said, well, is angel appearing somewhere in a rebus? Then I noticed that those letters are in the down that crosses this across. So that was one example, but I still wasn't quite sure what was going on. I didn't know that angel would be the word for all of the themed answers. I thought it might be something else. But then when we got, what was our other example? Strange Love, or yeah, Los Angeles. Obviously, Los Angeles is not Losaes, so another angel. And then I thought we were looking for fallen angels, and the fact that they were all in the or both the examples we had were in down answers. Maybe think it might have something to do with falling or fallen angels, which turned out to be the case. So not too much crossword ease in here. A lit is kind of a frequent crossword answer. Era as a clue related to Taylor Swift is pretty common. There are other ways to clue era, but Taylor Swift is showing up more and more as the impetus for those clues. What was this? Oh, this is another Angelus. Tao is also the Tao Te Ching, the Taoist work, shows up as an answer, but that's not the case here. So in this case, Tao is an actual word. Braina is not an actual word. Los AES is not an actual word. So I think this is coincidental. I like it when even if you're using rebuses or going around the corner or something like that, where the resulting letters still look like a valid crossword word. I think that's a little extra polish on the puzzle. But you can't always achieve that and keep the themey. All right, that was a good one. Thanks so much for joining me. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.